Hey everybody, welcome back to Swamp Donkey Gardens here. It's been a little bit since I've made a video. I've been super busy here. We're into I think early autumn, I guess you would call it. I seen some geese this morning. I don't think they were V'ing up and flying south. They were actually flying north, but so be it. It's September, what is it? September 17th. It's a Friday. It's probably about 70s, mid 70s out here today. It's a little cloudy. Today I wanted to talk about just my yeses and the nos of the tomatoes that I grew. I know we went through the other garden and the peppers, but I just want to kind of focus on the tomatoes today. So let's get right on it. Hey, America. Here's the veggie stand. We got pumpkins. We got all sorts of stuff here. So, but yeah, well, I was gonna go through the whole garden, and I already showed you all that stuff, and I kind of pointed out in the last video of the pros and the cons of what I'm gonna do kind of next, and who knows? It's next year's so far away. You know what I mean? But our aromas, we did real good. I would do them, but I think I'm gonna do. It's a shame that I ruined the Amish paste, which we didn't get any Amish paste, but we did get some Sam Margeros or Sam or whatever they are. We got some of them I'll show you them. But we will definitely grow some more of them next year, paste tomatoes. But the aromas here, they did well. We got probably, I would say, 60-70 pounds of tomatoes off of those. I was down here measuring some of the height of the tomatoes, and I got the corn takes the height, but that's another day. I think it was like almost 8 feet tall. But yeah, here are these are brandy wines. They did real well. They were, like I said, you really have to watch because their skins were, if I get another type of them, I would go with maybe a yellow or an orange brandy wine. Let's go with, these ones were the pink, which I don't know. Like I said, next year's a long year away, but they're freaking tall. They're the one up here. It's all the way up. I just clipped it right up here today. It's probably about I would say a little over 7 feet tall. Like I said, the corn's a little taller, but I don't know. I don't know. And that's not straight up, but yeah. Anyhow, but the Cherokee purples here, they're these ones here on this side, with our basil. I probably won't grow them again. I'll probably go with maybe next year, like an early girl or something on the order of that. Something a little better, something that doesn't crack. And then on this side here, we are definitely growing Chef's Choice again. They were a good producer. And if you remember last time, and we can show you on this side, last time all these tomatoes in between here we harvested all those, and we got a ton of tomatoes out of them. And this is all you see here is we're chasing the tomato up on all the plants. As you can see, there's probably at least 3 feet of nothings all the way up. Like I said, a blight come by, and I think it was the second hurricane or the first hurricane that came by. Well, not the last one, but the one before that. It came by, and it did hit the tomatoes. Didn't really affect them. I mean, they grew. They had no problems. When we got a bunch of rain, that really affected the cracking, and you just had to get them quick. But yeah, back to these. Like I said, the Chef's Choice on this side definitely will grow. Cherokee purple will probably replace them with something, so maybe an early girl or something like that. But yeah, just get you up to speed on the trellis systems. They work. I will definitely never grow in cages again, and I'll show you why here in a minute. These trellis systems with the tomato clips, you can't go wrong. I'm telling you, if you got the room to make a trellis, like we got there, and this is just a DIY makeshift what I had laying around. I didn't go out and buy anything. I think these things here were given to me by a friend. I had the poles laying around, and the string was, I think that's the only thing I bought was the string and the clips. But I will definitely go that way again. I was impressed with the, got on that basil. But the basil, oh, I'm telling you, these basil plants are huge. And I like to just come down and go, oh, there was a bee there. I almost stuck my face right in a bee. That, I mean, that's just so good. You can't get any better than that. You cannot get any better than basil. It's delicious. And the purple stuff's even better, I think. But we'll get to that in a minute. This side here, let's go back to this side. This side here, as you can see, it's a good 3-4 feet up, trimmed. Mrs. Swamp Donkey come down the other side and said they were looking naked. So, but yeah, the blight got that bottom part, but we already harvested everything off of these. But on this side, these are the caps and pinks. I was impressed. I really wasn't. They cracked, they rotted easy. I don't know if it was the soil. I don't know if it was me. But I probably won't go caps and pinks again. I would go with a different, you know, maybe a German Johnson or something to replace them. But the this side I think is, well, that was Rutgers over there. These are the Chef's Choice, and we'll definitely go with these again. Trying to look in here, make sure but they're pretty tall there too. They got the size of their trellis. This one's draped over. This guy's up there. So he's, I think I measured this morning. I think it was like 7 feet. I don't know, something. But they were pretty impressive. But yeah, there's some over here. I guess we'll show you here. Let me. I'll just have to jiggle you around a little bit. I got to put the legs up. We got a little tight quarters into where we're going. And if you remember last time, I think I showed you the. I had to lift our Roma tomato plant up out of there. Shut the water off. I was watering. But I had to lift it off the ground, and mice or something was really getting it. So, but that's doing super good. I'll definitely, I mean, Romans are a no-brainer, but this monstrosity of is that, I don't know if you remember from last time, I think I showed it. It's at the Volunteer pear tomato. That thing's just, it's going nuts. I kind of trellised it up here. I used this string that these San Margeros, oops, I keep doing that. Boo, these are touchy. You got, if they're not, I mean, if they're just a little bit red, you touch them, they usually fall off. So I usually just set them up here on the bench and let them get riped up. So, but yeah, the San Margeros, they're really coming in there. They're just hitting their peak, and I'm glad they're in there. But yeah, the experimental, that's pretty cool. That's an experiment itself. So back to the tomatoes. Zucchini patch is it's down to, I think, 3. There's, yeah, the one on the end there by the flag, and then that's a green one over there by the flag, and then these two are yellows there. So, but yeah, our corn's it's doing good. We're gonna extend it next year from probably from kind of where them potted plants start. We're gonna go all the way down to this tree here. We'll just extend it maybe a little wider and a little. We're not gonna get any closer to the creek, but it did pretty well there, so we'll amend. But I was pretty stoked about this. These are the stars of the show. These are the 4th of July's. Look, oh, America. Yeah, them things are just doing, they're going bonkers. They're our next coming through, which definitely next year, I mean, look at that. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, an 11 rack. And they're all like that. There's another 11 rack. I call them an 11 rack. No, like I'm a bowler. Oh, here comes some ambulance. So, but let me get you down in there and show you. We'll do this with and this one too. It's just delicious. You go. And it's a basil flavor, but it's different. It's really good. It's a fruity flavor. It has a little bit of a pepper note at the end. I will definitely grow a ton of purple basil again next year. People enjoyed it. People never heard of it, but people enjoyed it. But we got I think that's a Rutgers back in there. And then we got our more 4th of Julys, which I can thank Pops for these. Actually, I can thank Letty, or Ma, if you would. But Pops, they were ones that Pops grow, and he turned me on to these babies, and I knew he grew them. I see them up in his place last year, and I was impressed, and I will definitely grow a bunch of these next year. And they're kind of a cherry tomato, I guess, but they're supposed to come real early. And like I said, I got a late planting, but could you imagine how many tomatoes I would have if I didn't? And that's I don't know if you can see it up there. That's pretty tall, but this is the second tallest in the tomatoes, which these ones are laid down here, which if I had another trellis system would be, and that goes down into there. But I just let it lay along it does just fine. But yeah, they're producing real well. So, but like I said, I'm going through the tomatoes. Some of them were a plus, some of them were kind of I'd say the least of my favorite were probably the caps and pinks. I would say for sure the caps and pinks were, and I would probably say second. I hate to say it, and I was really kind of excited for them, but the Cherokee purples were on the list of no's. Mortgage lifters, definitely. I mean, just look at the size of these things here. That thing's huge, man. That's got to be 1.5 pounds, 1.25 pounds. There's another one over here. But yeah, these are all mortgage lifters, and a big old one down here. Yeehaw! Huge! Oh yeah, we had fun with these, and like I said, the mortgage or the what were they? Boy, did I have a brain fart right there. I know, chef's choice. They were the chef's choice, but like I said, they were probably, that's hard. And these brandy wines were pretty stout too on the list. But I would probably say my favorite one growing was the mortgage lifters. Was my favorite for sure. The amount I would say that we got off of was probably, I mean, all the tomatoes put together probably was pretty equal to the aromas that we got. I mean, we got a lot of aromas. We got a lot of hot peppers. We got a lot of green, which, like I said, we're just sticking on tomatoes here. Which, like I said, here's another one, a lunker. They're just loaded with them. So I was pretty proud of those. But yeah, like I said, I guess my most favorite that we're growing to watch grow were the mortgage lifters and the chef's choice. Then it would be the brandy wines. The Rutgers were they were middle of the road. I would grow them again, but like I said, we'll replace the Cherokee purples and the caps and pinks. We'd replace them. So that's what my outtake or intake or input or whatever you got, but that's what we got today. I gotta thank everybody for joining the group. I know it's been a while since I made a video, and I hope I'm not boring you out of your mind, but that's just what I got going on, and I think I'm having fun. I'm really having fun taking care of everything, watching everything grow. And look at who's here. Security. Hey, Mr. Boy. Hey. Oh, Magnum PI. So let's go up here and like I said, I just wanted to kind of go through what I thought of the tomatoes. I'll make another one here. In a couple days, we got another greenhouse coming. So I'll probably try to do a little video on that kind of build and kind of how I sorry, I'm trying to put the legs down again. Hey, how are you? Let's sit down here again. Let's see how we are. There we are. No, Mr. Boy. Let's get a little Mr. Boy time, huh? Oh, Magnum. Mr. Magnum PI. Hey, not supposed to be shy. Not supposed to hide your head. Huh? Hey, what's up? No, I ain't doing no petting. So, anyhow, he's camera shy. I get you, buddy. So, we can go over here. Our volunteer pumpkin's doing pretty good. I mean, it's getting a little powdery mildew, but there's a pumpkin out there, and there's a pumpkin back on the other side of the milk jugs too. So, but back to the getting out. Yeah, that's how I thought about the tomato harvest. I mean, I can't knock it because I got so many tomatoes. I moved a lot of tomatoes. But yeah, with that, like I said, back to thanking everybody, the new members. I hope my previous videos help out, and like I said, I know the last ones were just kind of showing you what I have here. We'll get back into more. Like I said, I got the greenhouse coming. We'll get into the future videos. Will be putting that up, getting that put where it's supposed to be. How I amend the soil. It's getting to be that time. I hate to say it, but it's getting to be that time to be autumn, early autumn. It's going to be into fall here soon. Pears are going to start dropping. We're going to start getting pears in. Yeah, and like I said, I've been this year. If I want to recap a little bit. I did work with quite a few local farmers, which they're, what I mean, thumbs up to them guys. They're cool people. They have the same dream that I have. They like farming, and that's what I want to, push out there. Or gardening, farming, whichever, I guess it's all in the type of scale or whatever you want to look at it, or however you have it and however you look at it. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I gotta go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I went through the tomatoes that I wanted to grow, and I didn't want to grow, and I am gonna grow. And like I said earlier, next year's a long ways away, so we'll get back at you once the greenhouse comes. So thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time. Later.